The Trench Crusade community license is here, and it's great if you ever wanted to make free miniatures and artwork for Trench Crusade. And I mean free as in they can use the things you create. We'll get to the details here in just a moment, but first a quick history as to how we got to this point. So all of this started back during the crowdfunding campaign with a single paragraph on that page. It's third-party and fan sculpts, and this is just Factory Fortress saying how they like the idea of third-party miniatures for use with Trench Crusade. Now the reality is that this paragraph doesn't really say a whole lot, so maybe the community got a little too zealous and too excited about this upcoming community license, or maybe Factory Fortress got a bit of a case of holy crap, people want to pay us a lot of money for this kind of a thing. And this license got announced with a somewhat angry sounding blog post, which you can see right here. And this kind of comes at a not so great time for the game. It's been a rough few months for Factory Fortress as they've learned that logistics are quite hard. Go back a few weeks, you've got lots of comments over here in the Kickstarter about missing miniatures, broken miniatures, damaged books, and even a sizable chunk of the books meant to go to Australia somehow got sent to Poland. Which according to Factory Fortress, well, this whole issue was caused by an internal system error over at FedEx, but I'm not entirely sure what that actually means. So let's get started with this blog post. So let's just pick out some of the highlights in this blog post and we'll move over to the actual license. Today, we're pleased to officially announce the launch of the Trench Crusade Community License. These rules dictate and clarify what you can and cannot do with the Trench Crusade IP, including the art, miniatures, and other intellectual property. And please note that these rules do not apply to personal projects that are not distributed. I'm glad they're not going to kick your door in for adding other third-party bits to their existing miniature line. It also only applies to projects that aim to be within the Trench Crusade space. We obviously do not own the concept of alternative World War I settings. It is nice that they admit they don't have basic jurisdiction over other alternative World War settings, but just to troll them a little bit, they don't even have full control over World War settings with demons, as shown by this piece of prior art here from, I believe, 2018, which clearly depicts a US soldier in the trenches of World War I about to engage a very popular and famous style of demonic forces. So let's jump down to this section here called the rules. The core concept of rules since Kickstarter has always been, don't use our names, IP, or designs. Correct, that's just basic copyright law. Things you can't do include general piracy. This refers to the sale of counterfeit versions of STL files and physical prints. While we always knew this would happen, the success of Trench Crusade has taken piracy to unexpected proportions. Once again, that's covered under existing copyright law and not really a licensed thing. Use of official designs. From selling complete sculpts of our official artwork or adapting official designs to another style, we've seen it all at this point. Once again, that's just copyright law. Misrepresentation. Certain creators have been using names and descriptions identical to our own products. Obviously, this leads to a lot of confusion amongst players over what is official and what is not. There's always going to be a little bit of fuzziness here, but no, you can't misrepresent your own products as something else. That's just called fraud. And then they go on the same things with even more detail. Here's a bit of an official material thing. Once again, this is not intended as an invitation to copy your IP. No, because once again, that is copyright violations. Representation, talking about the same kind of thing again here. And then we get to the part which should be the biggest announcement of this license, but you'll see one thing here in a minute, which is the compatible with Trench Crusade license, which this is different than the community license, and the idea is if you fall under the compatible with Trench Crusade license, you can actually say on your products compatible with Trench Crusade, whereas if you don't, then you can't say this because you're, misrepresenting the product and using trademark terms, blah, 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 stuff like that. When it comes to announcing something like this, you think they could just write some very basic PR speak to make it sound nice, but they honestly kind of take a dump in the whole situation. Let me read this one line right here. Please note that we expect an extremely high volume of submissions as existing creators seek to apply for their back catalogs. We will get to everyone as soon as we possibly can, but do expect a certain amount of delay to begin with. Additionally, we will only be going over these once every 1 to 2 weeks as we have to prioritize other company tasks. That's them being brutally honest that basically tell you how little they kind of care about this process. When it comes to compliance, you basically, if you are in violation of this community guidelines, you've got less than 2 weeks now to get things cleared up. When it comes to enforcement, we already know that Trench Crusade and Factory Fortress have been doing this. They have sent out a number of cease and desist letters to creators if they think your products are too similar to the official ones. All you gotta do is do some Google searching for Factory Fortress cease and desist. You're gonna find all sorts of comments kind of like this from various creators who have been hit by said cease and desists. So anyway, now let's get to the actual license, which you can find at the very bottom of the article in a tiny link. So when it comes to this license over here, there's 3 sections, and to really make any sense out of it all together, you have to combine general rules with either the tabletop project section or the other projects section. I just want to highlight a few parts that I think are very standout-ish, because I've made a comment already in this video about how you're essentially creating free content for Factory Fortress. So let's take a look at point number 3 here under right to share. You agree that we may use, copy, modify, distribute, and make derivative works of your project on a royalty-free, non-exclusive, irrevocable, transferable, sub-licensable worldwide basis for any purpose, and without having to credit you, pay you anything, or obtain your approval. Now, they do add a little bit of justification why this is here, but these words go way beyond what their justification is. That's a lot of scary words there, but to clarify, this does not mean we own anything you make, just that we can share it at different formats, such as on social media or the community gallery on our website. And that's true. What they say there is correct, but when it comes to derivative works of your project without paying you, without royalties, any of that thing, a plastic miniature is a derivative work of a digital STL file. So it sounds like that if you have a miniature that falls in the community license, the Trench Crusade guys can go ahead and sell plastic miniatures of this, and you're not going to get a penny of this. Same thing as you've created a really cool fan art of one of their characters, well, they can probably go ahead and use that in a future edition of the Trench Crusade rulebook. If you think I'm wrong about that, please post that down in the comments why I'm wrong, and cite this paragraph as to what part of this I am reading incorrectly. Because any purpose, and without having to credit you, pay you anything, or obtain your approval, is about as clear and obvious as shall not be infringed. Now, a little bit above right to share right here, I want to note one thing that may get people in a bit of trouble, because if you're trying to not fall under this community license, you may do something that causes you to accidentally fall under the community license and then therefore grant that right to share to Factory Fortress. Now, oftentimes when it comes to fan projects, you're going to see a line like this that says, this project is an independent production and not affiliated or sponsored by blah, 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 whoever it may be. Now, the fact that the Factory Fortress guys want you to add this text to your particular type of fan project, you may be accidentally getting yourself covered by this license, even if your original project, whatever it may be, is distinct enough from Trench Crusade. So just keep that in mind before you add something like this to your project. So I'm going to jump out of order to the other projects section, which this covers anything that's basically not a video game, not an app, not a miniature, not a tabletop game thing. So this would be for like fan art, probably fan fiction, I suppose a movie if you wanted to go down that path. So it sounds like you can go ahead and actually use some of the Trench Crusade IP characters for this particular type of project. But where it gets kind of weird is you have to follow rules in section 1, and the very beginning of section 1 says you can't use any trademarks belonging to the game. So the time of this video's recording, Factory Fortress only has a single trademark publicly listed on the US Patent and Trademark Office's website, which would be Trench Crusade, the name itself. Though in the future, if they go ahead and start trademarking the names of the factions, like New Antioch or whatever it may be, because other game companies do that kind of a thing, that's going to make it kind of difficult to write fan fiction and or movies and stuff like that, because you can't use those trademark names. Now, I do want to note one thing down here that they put into the community license, which I would like to think their legal team would know better. They did mention they consulted a legal team when developing this. Talking about commercial project exceptions, and they mentioned that projects that review, explain, or show gameplay the tabletop game may finance their operations as they see fit. The reason why I point this out here is under United States law, as ruled by the courts, a tabletop game company cannot claim copyright over a public display of their tabletop game. That is why no game company has gone after battle reports on the YouTube, because those things are protected currently under United States laws. So the fact that Factory Fortress seems to be playing it nice, that they're allowing you to show gameplay of Trench Crusade, is a bit screwy, because they have right now under US law no way to shut that kind of thing down. And then finally we get to the tabletop projects, where for the most part for this game is going to be miniatures. And now these rules make sense because, once again, copyright law, but it leaves creators in an odd spot. You'll see what I mean by that here in a moment. Here's things that what you cannot do. Use of official designs. You may not use partially or wholly official material such as concept designs, art, miniatures, components, or products as the basis of your own creations. That makes sense. You can't create copies of what Factory Fortress has already made, because that would be copyright violation. You cannot use the name Trench Crusade or the names of any units, places, or copyrighted content in titles or descriptions of your projects. Number 2 makes sense as well. You can't use their copyrighted content, but between 1 and 2 there, you're not creating a Trench Crusade miniature because you're not using any of their intellectual property or trademark terms or whatever. So therefore, whatever you create, if you're in compliance with this license, it means you've created your own original thing, and therefore you don't need to be covered by this community license. It's odd. It really is kind of odd. And if you do end up finding yourself covered by this license, well, remember, they have a right to create derivative works or whatever awesome, cool miniature you've gone ahead and created. They do give an example of what they mean by all this in that angry blog post they talk about. So let's take a look at that example quickly. So this is the official miniature from Trench Crusade for the Goetic Warlock. Now, they bring this guy up intentionally, and they have a little story about why they use him as an example. But they recommend a, quote, alternative proxy that you can use for this miniature, which would be this guy right here, who clearly looks nothing like the actual Goetic Warlock miniature. And he does have his own little story behind them, which kind of feels like Trench Crusade, but it doesn't seem to actually use any proper Trench Crusade terminology. So he kind of lives in his own universe. And in fact, it seems that the only mention of Trench Crusade on this particular page that really matters is that it's in a category on My Mini Factory for Trench Crusade. So what I'm getting at here with this is, I guess it's kind of nice that the Factory Fortress guys are not going to try to sue you over creating your own original demonic miniatures, which goes back to the point I made just a little bit ago. You've got a miniature here who looks to be his own distinct creation, his own distinct world, and therefore has no need to be covered by the Trench Crusade community license. So anyway, I think that covers the important parts of this topic. It does seem like a bit of a mess considering that whole right to share thing. I would be really hesitant about creating something that falls under this community license until Factory Fortress changes that. and in such a way that's very clear as to what they can and cannot do with the miniatures and artwork and things that you create. Because I guess for me, I don't want any of my stuff that I create to be able to be used by another company for free. So with that, thank you guys all for watching. I'm Jason, the creator of the Tabletop Battlefield. If you have any comments about what I said about this community license, go ahead and post them down in the comments section below. And you might have noticed a tiny little white antenna looking thing over here, because in the last video I showed off the 3D model of this guy, which is one of the miniatures in my next set of Fractured Colony gaming miniatures. This is the Sky Guardian for the Coordinator Alliance, which, as I mentioned, is somewhat different than the actual Patriot missile battery. So anyway, you'll be seeing more of that in the future. I've got one more miniature to show off for the next upcoming set, and that will be sometime in a not too distant future. So I'll see you guys all next time.